Hey everyone, thanks for watching. In today's video I will be showing y'all 10 different DIY centerpiece ideas. All of the stuff that I use in this video comes from the Dollar Tree, so it is all super affordable and easy to make. Also, all of this stuff can be used as home decor as well, so if you do end up using it for a centerpiece like a dinner party, a birthday party, you can use it all afterwards in your house. All of this stuff does match, so you can mix and match all of the different ideas to make it your own. So definitely get creative with it, play around with it. For a lot of the things I do use artificial flowers from the Dollar Tree. You can replace that with real flowers if you were using this for an actual party. This is just ideas for y'all to get inspired and to play around with for your next parties or for your home decor. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and now we will jump right in. First up, we will be making this little flower arrangement, and here is everything you need to make that. First, you will need some artificial flowers, a styrofoam ball, 1 or 2 candlestick holders. I will show you the difference. And then some hot glue. The first thing that I'm going to do is stick the styrofoam ball onto the candlestick holder so that it's easier to work with. And now I'm just pulling off the flowers from the stems. As you can see, they have a little part sticking out. That's the part we're going to stick directly into the styrofoam. I'm going to add a little bit of glue just to the first one to show y'all how to do it with the glue, but I don't end up using the glue for the whole thing because I did want to use these flowers for something else, so I didn't want them to be glued into the ball. So you just add a little glue and then stick the flower right into the styrofoam, and this is how it came out. This is how it looks on 1 candlestick holder, and then this is how it looks on 2. It's just a little taller, so depending on what you're using on your table, you may want it to be a little bit higher up. Next up, I'm making this pretty glass jar. As you can see, it reflects through the little glass pieces, so it looks really pretty on a table if you do have a nighttime party. You need a round glass jar, these flat marbles, and some hot glue, but I actually suggest using E6000 or some super glue from the Dollar Tree because when you use hot glue to glue glass on glass, it does not work too well. I could easily peel them off, so I definitely did not like that. We are just going to add glue. You want to do it in small sections so that the glue doesn't dry as you go. And then I got this 4-pack of candles from the Dollar Tree as well. And this is the final result. I love how it looks, and if you wanted to add a little height to it, you can add the candlestick holder. I do recommend adding glue. I didn't because I was just showing y'all what it looked like. The next one is one of my favorites. It's this mirrored glass holding the succulents. You need some succulents. I used a box. They do also sell boxes at the Dollar Tree. This box is 4 by 4 inches. You need glue, 4 of the candle holder mirrors, and then 1 of the floral styrofoam discs that you see on the far right. First up, I am adding the hot glue to the pads on the bottom of 1 of the mirrors, and I'm applying that right to the box. I'm doing the same thing to the other side as well, and you want to be sure you hold it on there for a few seconds until the hot glue dries. That way it glues straight into place. And then for the other 2 sides, you want to put the glue along the sides of the pads and then attach it to the 2 mirrors that are already glued. So it doesn't actually stick to the box, it's sticking to the 2 mirrors. And if you weren't using a box, you would just glue the 4 mirrors together and get a 5th mirror and glue them onto that as a bottom. So that's why I just used a box. It was a lot easier and I didn't need a 5th mirror. And once you're finished that, you want to see how the styrofoam piece fits into the box. I wanted it to fit very snug so that it stayed on the top of the box. As you can see, it was just a little tiny bit too big, so I did just cut a little bit of the side off so that it did fit in there nicely. And now I'm just going to add the succulents, so you just pop them right out of the styrofoam vase that they come in, and they have the long part on the bottom. You just stick them right into the styrofoam and they fit in there really nice and secure. And now you're just going to add the succulents however you like. And like I said, this was one of my favorites. I love succulent, so I loved how this came out. And it does not look like this came from the Dollar Tree at all. Next up is another green piece. This is just a nice little decorative bowl. So all you need is a bowl, some moss balls or some of the brown ones like I have as well, and a few bags of the rocks. I ended up only using one bag of rocks. As you can see, it ended up being a lot and filling up a lot of the bowl. And then I'm just adding all of the decorative balls to that. You just want to sort it however you like. Super easy. You don't even really have to do anything. You just stick it in there and you are good to go. Next up is this lantern. All you need are 4 picture frames, some candles. I got the flameless candles because that's the ones that I like to use in these types of things, and some hot glue. So first up, you're going to open up the frame and take everything out except the glass. I took the glass out because it reflected into the camera and it was very distracting, so I don't have it in the video. You're going to add the hot glue to one side of the frame and glue it directly to the other frame, and you're just going to do this all around until you make it into a square. So I show you one side. It's pretty self-explanatory, so I didn't feel the need to film the entire thing. As you can see, you just put it in a square and you just hot glue the sides to each other. That's another super easy one. It literally took me like under 5 minutes to make this, and it's so cute. You can use this indoors or outdoors. And I love the flameless candles at the Dollar Tree because they are the flickering type, and that's my favorite because it makes them look a lot more realistic. Next up, this one is basically the same as the last one, except this one holds pictures and flowers. All I'm gonna do is glue the 4 frames together just like I previously did, and then I used the styrofoam ball with the flowers that we made in the first DIY and just stuck that right in the middle. You can also put a really small vase, which they sell at the Dollar Tree, with some real flowers in it. That would look really nice as well. And as you can see, it's really easy to add and change pictures because it is just a little safety pin, and then there's no glass in the front, so whatever you're celebrating, you can change the pictures to match. And that is it for that one. Here we have a little candlestick holder. I loved these bottles when I saw them at the Dollar Tree, so I knew I had to incorporate something for this video using them. I stuck the candlestick upside down into the bottle to see where I needed to cut it because it is too big on the bottom to fit into the bottle. So I made a little cut mark with these scissors, and I made the cut mark a little deeper for an indentation, and then I just snapped the candle in half. You do have to use the scissors to cut the wick once you snap it, and then you just stick it in the bottle, and that's it. This would be really nice to add a bunch of these maybe down the table and then add some flowers around them as well, since this does stand pretty tall. Next up is this really pretty vase. I love how this one turned out. All you need are a few packs of rocks, a vase, some twine, and then some of these green plants. So first up, I am adding a little dot of hot glue, and I'm going to start the twine on the hot glue. You want to be careful. As you can see, I used the back of a pen so that I didn't burn my finger. And then once that is nice and secure, all you're going to do is wrap the twine around the top of the vase however many times until it's how you like it. And then you're just going to add a little drop of super glue to the end, and that is it for this part. I am adding the rocks. And then for the plants, I did take the little butterflies off because I just wanted them to be plain green. So this is all about personal preference. I also wanted it to be really thick, so I did add a lot of the green stems. I like to put the flowers in and then add the rocks around them. That way you don't see the bottom of the stems. So once you add those in, you just add the rest of your rocks, and that is it for this DIY. I love to incorporate some type of greenery in my home or on a centerpiece, so I loved this one. Next up, I'll be showing y'all how to make this super glam flower arrangement. All you'll need are some flowers, some of the crystal marbles, a vase, diamond, ribbon, and some type of glue. I'm measuring out how much of the ribbon I need for the top of the vase, and then I'm just gluing that right on. You don't want to push the ribbon onto the hot glue because then the glue squeezes through. And if you do get glue on the diamonds, then they're not as sparkly and shiny. So I just really lightly placed the ribbon down and pushed on it with like a pen or something like that. But you don't want to squeeze any of the glue out while it's wet because, like I said, your diamonds won't be as sparkly. Next up, I'm just adding the crystals inside and then the flowers. I didn't end up using the flowers that I showed at the beginning. If you do add the flowers after you already put the marbles, then I suggest shaking it up. You want to be sure the marbles are all wrapped around the stem of the flowers. And then for the 10th idea, these are just some little filler ideas. So I just wanted to show y'all all the cute other little things that they sell at the Dollar Tree that would be perfect for your centerpiece or for your home. First up are these little lanterns on the left that come with the LED candles. These are also flickering candles, so they do look realistic. They come with a little ring on the top as well, so you can hang these up if you would like. And then in the center, I have some of the shattered glass candle holders. I absolutely love these. I think they're beautiful because they add a little bit of contrast since they aren't just a plain glass. And then on the right, I have a little milk jar looking thing. I love how this looked, so I wanted to just add one little delicate flower in there. And so yeah, these can all be used as fillers. If you use any of the main centerpieces that I showed y'all, you can just use these little pieces to add a few more touches to your table and to fill in any blank spots. So that is all for my 10 DIY Dollar Tree centerpiece ideas. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.